Hi guys, Werner here from It's a Easy Driving School. I'm just here to give you another awesome video. Now, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up and ring the all notifications bell that you can receive a video whenever I post a new one. Okay, so the video we're getting into today is all about, the 10 common most questions I've been asked. Alright, so the first question is, may I drive with any passengers in my vehicle as a learner driver? Now, the straightforward answer to that is, of course, yes, you may. As long as one of those passengers that's sitting next to you have a valid driver's license for the same class of vehicle. So if you drive a code 8, you must at least have a code 8, and if you drive a code 10, you must at least have a code 10. Alright, so that is that question. The next question is, may I drive bare feet? Alright, now the answer is, yes, you may drive bare feet. Now you may drive that practicing for your driving test, or after you've completed it and got your license, you may definitely drive bare feet. Alright, so the another question is, what's a roll? Now, a roll is plainly the vehicle moving in an opposite direction you are going. So, for example, you are reversing, then you may not go forward. So your first action can't be forward, it must be backwards. And of course, when you go forward, you can't go backwards. So, in other words, your first action must go forward and not backwards. Alright, and of course, unfortunately for that, you will only get one chance in your test. Okay, no second chance, that's another question. After a roll, do I get a second chance? And you don't get a second chance. Another question is, because you will, for your actual test, you have two chances for your alley docking and your parallel parking. Will you get a second chance if you roll or bump a pole? The answer is, no, you won't get a second chance, all right, because you will get disqualified if you bump a pole or roll, so then no second chance. Okay, and of course, your 3-point turn, only one chance, and of course, your incline, that you'll do only one chance as well. Okay, so keep that in mind. Alright, and then another frequent asked question is, may I drive with a copied or certified learner's license? Alright, now, the plain answer is, no, you may not drive with a certified learner's or a copied version of it. Okay, alright, you may not. If you send documents away, of course, you can certify your documents, but in practical sense of it, you won't be allowed to do your test if you arrive at the testing station with a certified learners, and of course, you won't be able to do a practical driving test without the valid learner's license, okay, because it's illegal to certify it in that scenario. Okay. Alright, next question, what do I do at a traffic circle? Okay, now a traffic circle is actually, it's a lot of people get confused with the traffic circle. Now, just the normal common thing to do when you get to a traffic circle, try to be on the left-hand side as you approach. So the main focus of a traffic circle is, of course, to make the traffic quicker and faster. And if you know how to use it, then of course it will be much easier for the other road users as well. But you will give way when you're approaching for cars on your right-hand side already in the circle. Okay, so if there's cars on the right-hand side when you arrive, of course you've got to wait a little bit. But the easiest way for you is to stay, if the traffic circle's got 2 lanes, then just stay on the outside lane, which is your left-hand lane. Alright, so you stay in that lane, and which one you want to exit, put your indicator onto the left and exit. Okay. The other one, if you arrive in, let's say, in the wrong lane and you line up in the middle of the 2 lanes, in other words, the second lane, in the middle, the one closest to the pavement, then of course technically you can't really move. You got to go around again and around again. And when it's safe, if there's 2 lanes exiting, then of course you can exit. Just make sure. Have a look and make sure it's safe before you exit. All right, another question is, how would I know if I failed my driver's test? Okay, you would know because a sharp testing official will tell you you just failed. All right. Okay, so there shouldn't be any, you should know if you failed. They've got to tell you if you failed, because I think it's, it's very rude if they don't tell you if you just failed. Okay, so just normally they will tell you if you failed. Okay. All right, now another question is, if I'm standing at a stop street with a vehicle, another vehicle in front of me, may I go if that person go in front of you and he believes and it's safe for him to go, may I follow him? Okay, now the answer is no, you may not follow him at a stop street. So in other words, you got to come to a complete stop, because remember you stood behind the vehicle, so you must come to a complete stop if it's safe go. But if you're standing behind another vehicle at a yield sign, then you may follow the vehicle in front of you if it's safe to do so. All right, so that's the big difference. Yield you may, stop you may not. Okay, so just make sure of that in your practices. Okay, so the same if you're approaching a stop street, and if it's in the middle of the night or early in the morning, doesn't matter. If there's a lot of cars or no cars. At a stop street, you stop completely. Now, what's a stop? A stop is you've got to stop completely. So the vehicle must be standing still for a moment or two, and then you may go off. Okay, but it must be a complete stop. All right. That's basically the questions I've got for you today regarding the most commonly used questions. The other thing, one I'm just thinking about, is a pedestrian crossing. Now, a lot of people are not sure about a pedestrian crossing. Now, pedestrian crossing is actually a very easy one, I say. It might not be technically correct, but it's the safest option. So if you wonder if you got to stop at a pedestrian crossing, if there's any movement on that pedestrian stopping, you stop. All right, so you're not going to attempt to slow down and go for it. No, what you will do is you'll stop behind the line, because there will be a stop line there before you actually reach the pedestrian crossing. So you stop, come to a complete stop behind that line, you pull up your handbrake, you do first gear, do your clutch control, it's safe, and then you go off. Okay, so that's important. If you're not sure, rather stop. Because if you stop, he can tell you, or the testing official can tell you, listen here, that was, well, you didn't need to stop, but he can also tell you, no, sorry, you had to stop. So that's a disqualification. All right, the best is stop completely. All right, the next thing that I want to talk about is you get a red line. You see these red lines painted on the road? What's the meaning of that red line? Now, the meaning of that red line is not basically, you can't stop on that red line. Not at all. Okay, so if you stop on the red line, it's an instant disqualification. All right. Another very important thing to know on your road test, when you're busy with your road test, is that in your test you will do a lane change. All right. Now, a lane change, it means you've got to go from one lane to the next lane. All right. And of course, you've got to do that when it's safe to do it. Okay. So, but if there's anything like a pedestrian crossing in the middle of it, or anything like that, and then you may not. Okay, so then you're going to do the lane change before the pedestrian crossing or after the pedestrian crossing. But you can't do it on the pedestrian crossing, because that's a foul. Why is it a foul? Because there's a solid barrier line in front of the pedestrian crossing and a solid barrier line at the end of it. All right, and of course it's just plain dangerous to try to do a lane passing where actually people are walking. All right, so it's not safe to do, so don't do it. Don't even attempt to do it, because that's an instant disqualification. All right. That is the most thing that you got to remember on your road test. In your road test itself, you just got to remember, when you do the road test, they're gonna, they're gonna test you for various things. They're gonna test you for emergency stop. They're gonna test you for hand signals. They're gonna test you for a lane change, and of course your general driving with your K53 that you do in that driving. Okay, so those are the things that you got to just practice and be aware of when you're busy with your road test, because it's 20 minutes minimum and 25 minutes maximum. Okay, well, I actually went completely off the point here of the 10 questions, but I think we've done 10 questions there. Any videos that you guys want me to make on a specific thing, I'm going to do that more often now as well, on request. Another thing that I want you guys to do is, in the comment section below this video, just leave a comment. I subscribed, and I'll get back to you on that comment. All right, guys, have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one.